Yeah, but this what we got going on right about now. Top of the year, January, the 8th, maybe, I believe. But the subject matter is, I want y'all to know, first of all, when I decided to do this, I really don't have no particular subject matter, because a lot of stuff that I speak on and a lot of stuff that's trending is stuff that I don't really honestly care to speak on, or it might cross my mind, and when it crosses my mind, it be on a deeper thought than a lot of these guys who's blogging thought might be. So I feel like, man, I need to share this so these folks can have a deeper insight on what's really going on and how to take that and move in this spiritual world, because it's spiritual right about now. It ain't physical or what we see. We just got to be able to understand the test. And sometimes, I know I always use chess as a example, but sometimes in chess, a person might be doing some stuff that you look like benefit you, but he's setting you up, and once he sets you up and he gets you in that position, there's no way you can come back from it. You just got to take that loss. And that's what we got going on right about now. It's the thought pattern and the wave pattern to try to figure out what should you be mad about and what should you crash out about. What should you be mad about and what should you crash out about? I guess we're gonna let that be the subject, and let that be the topic. What should you be mad? What should you be mad about and what should you crash out about? And all of this thought came from me just searching down social media, and I keep seeing what's trending. Big Scarr friend airs out Gucci Mane. Tell Gucci Mane that he is flawed because he didn't, he agreed to pay, he offered to pay. We don't know. We ain't heard Gucci Mane's response, and I didn't know nothing about him paying. So this is what he's saying. He said he agreed, that Gucci Mane agreed to pay. He agreed to pay, and then he backed up out of it. Just backed up out of it and stuff. So now we gotta keep in mind, all of this probably happened within maybe about 2 weeks. I mean, I think Big Scarr been gone for maybe about 2 weeks now. I mean, probably less than 2 weeks and stuff. But all of this is going on within a 2-week time frame. So, and the sister went online too. But the thing was, Gucci Mane agreed to pay. He didn't pay. On top of that, he want that chain back. He want his 1017 chain back and stuff. And man, it's just a tough world, man. I just want some of my young brothers to feel like if I had the money and I was in a Gucci position, keep the change and keep the change. In my perception of Gucci position, because we don't know what kind of finance or position a person is in, keeping the 1,000 and how much certain stuff costs to what level, Because I was just thinking to myself, man, Gucci couldn't come out them 5,000 or 10,000 just to pay for a funeral. But then I got to thinking, ain't no telling how elaborate them folks want their funeral to be. So that could go up to maybe about 20,000, 30,000. I'm not sure, y'all people that's out there that's in the funeral business, let me know. Like a elaborate funeral, and now rappers are going out elaborate. If you don't get them nothing extra than elaborate, because we know hood niggas who ain't rappers and they went out elaborate. Nut, Big Nut from the YSL situation and all of that, when he went out, man, the city said it felt like the president died, man. I couldn't make it. I had to work with the kids and everything. But what Buck Power told me, R.I.P. Buck Power, what he told me, he said, man, it was like the president had died, man. I'm talking about, Carl, you had to walk a distance to get to it. And I believe him, because I done seen trouble situations. I done seen some other people's situations that, it's like, man, people got to the point of where they celebrating death now. And they go in there and looking to party and have fun and be seen and get some clout. So it's not more to pay that respect to the one that's dead. I guess that's an argument to argue. I don't know nobody gonna honestly admit that, but when you start reading spirits and seeing how spirits are operating, they there for some clout. They there for some attention, you know. But to get back to my thought, I just don't know how much Gucci Mane would have had to pay, so I can't speak up on him backing up out of there. I really just can't speak on him back. Now, here's the thing. We, as people, we got to get out of the mind frame that it's our responsibility for people to pay for certain stuff. You know, because it makes us comfortable. It makes us lazy. It makes us complacent with being like where in the equation when he was working, like in the history of rap, all these rappers are dying. I'm not hearing nowhere in the requirement that the record label is obligated to really just pay for the funeral. I'm sorry, I'm up at the gym, man, to get a little workout in and everything. Like obligated. So I want us to be strong warriors and ready and be prepared for anything. And with that being said, when financial situations hit, I want us to be able to be prepared for it. So we need to make sure we get aligned with having everything that we need in order and stuff. And when I say in order, like, y'all shouldn't be that upset with Gucci about this situation right here. The air him out. The air him out and the crash out, and they really want to just go viral and put the blog world. You put the blog world into y'all business now. You know, you put us, people like us, on the sideline into y'all business, and all that is going to do is add fuel to the fire, because people are going to be blogging from a point to where they're not being fully objective to the people who might be watching it, so that people can have a real-rounded, non-judgmental view. Like, you know about the information, but you know enough to really just stay out of it and not really just take a side. You know, I can't take a side. You can't make nobody at the last moment say, pay for something just because they said they would. Like people breaking their words every day. They really are. They breaking their words every day. And I guess that's the last thing to fully hate somebody over some broken words. And I know our word is our bond and everything. Like I said, me personally, I wouldn't did if I said I was gonna pay for it. I'm gonna go ahead and pay for it and stuff. I'm just being 1,000. But I can't get mad at somebody, because like I said, you just don't know their finances, and you just don't know, you know, how people started to plan stuff, man. For real, man. You just don't know. And I mean, like I said, people get real elaborate with them funerals, man, and get up there, but you just can't, like I said, the subject is what should you crash out for. I don't think them creating no issue with Gucci and airing that out, especially if you say y'all got the money to bury him. Just bury the man in peace, man. And now y'all taking y'all brother legacy and y'all tarnishing it, because y'all tearing it apart from what the world really knew him for. You know, if you want him, of course he's gonna be loved by the few that's in y'all community and the family and everything. You know, and it's probably a lot, you know, because I'm quite sure he had a buzz before Gucci came and got to him. So I'm assuming in the Memphis area, he most definitely gonna be loved by a lot of people and stuff. But the world love him. Come on, the world is blogging on him. The world is looking at him now. And they are looking at him through 1017, and I'm assuming he was happy with 1017 and everything. I'm assuming that, you know, I'm assuming y'all was happy that he was with 1017. I'm assuming y'all was happy and upon the impression that Gucci was treating him right while he was over there, because you didn't air him out then. You didn't air him out then if you were treating him bad. You should have aired him out then if you were treating him bad and everything. So what I'm trying to say is, you might be hurting your friend legacy and killing what he worked hard for, just because a man backed up out of pain, you're gonna kill that legacy that your friend and your brother worked hard to build for, so that when he, come on, man, that he worked hard for that. And I'm thinking, if I was in that position, that was me that passed away, and that went down, and I know it was tied to my legacy. I want y'all to let it go. If that was me that was there, I'll be let it go, man. Let the man have a little chain back. You know, what you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? Money that you gonna get for that little chain ain't worth tarnishing my legacy and my ties with a brand that's gonna make me more money. You know, I don't know Big Scarr situation, but I'm assuming his music. You know, I'm assuming, because this is chess, not checkers and stuff. I'm assuming some of his music he get a percentage of. You know, so. But the thing about that is the music had to be up on streaming platforms for a check to get generated. Now, I'm assuming, with that being said, with him signing the 1017, I'm assuming the uploading of that record is gonna go to the owner of that label, which is Gucci. So Gucci is right now in a position to sit here and say, man, this is just too much for a headache, man. I don't want to deal with none of it. Let them have the chain, let them just gonna take the music down, and he got y'all beat. He ain't gotta get it in blood. Who cares about that chain? Move on. You know. But the thing about it, it's gonna hurt your brother. You know, it's gonna hurt Big Scarr legacy, and just looking at it, man. Come on, man. Y'all ain't got the time, the energy. We know in the black family, man. We used to death, man. We from the hood. We used to death. We used to killing and people dying, and you know, we mourn over in our individual way, but we ain't allowed that mourning to stop us from doing what we be doing, you know, and stuff. So it's gonna be hard to carry on that legacy by yourself. You know, it most definitely is, and because new artists come in, the next generation come in, 5 generations from now, Big Scarr, they're gonna be looking at that generation, gonna be looking at Big Scarr like they old. You know, so they're not gonna be trying to speak up on it. And as we get older, you know, we're gonna start fading away with a few artists that we really remember. We're gonna remember the biggest of the biggest. You know, I know Big Scarr's name, but I don't know any of his songs. You know, and I probably do. You probably got to play it for me, but I just don't know it. Like Big Scarr, yeah, name his song such and such, and rap a verse. I can't. You know, I've been hearing about it for at least a good 2 years now. But that's because I'm heavy in the music game and stuff, and heavy in the Atlanta music game, and who coming into the city working with me. I know a lot of them rap artists who I meet, you know, moving around in them environment. But for most part, y'all gotta forgive me, man. I don't want to be talking to y'all and I got them old white look, but I know y'all here for the knowledge, man. It ain't about beauty, it ain't about brains. I gained me some knowledge from Clark Atlanta. I was at Clark Atlanta, I was at Presbyterian College. So I'm an enlightened one, you know, I'm a baba, you know, I'm a teacher and stuff. So and I've been withholding my teaching for a long time. So now I'm taking the time out to give y'all my teaching, even though it's coming at a sacrifice, because I want to go inside the gym. I done made it to the gym. I'm here to exercise my body and get some meditation. You know, I meditate while I work out now. You know, I ride that bike and I close my eyes and I meditate, and I get into touch with God, and I'm able to hear my thoughts, not nobody else's thoughts, not what TV is putting in my mind, not what I'm hearing my thoughts and stuff. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing and stuff. But back to the Big Scarr situation. Yeah, man, I think y'all hurting y'all family, man, more than anything. Y'all hurting Big Scarr legacy and trying to beef with Gucci and air him out and make him look bad. Because like I said, y'all brought the bloggers in there, and the bloggers need something to trend about, so they're going to run with it and really try to make Gucci look bad. They're going to run with it. They're going to talk about it on everybody. Like, blogging is so bad to the point that the big-time gangsters are blogging now. Come on, man. You got... Blogging is so bad that the gangsters are blogging now. I want y'all to understand what I'm saying now. Come on, man. The gangsters are blogging and telling people, well, such and such did this, such and such did that. Like, damn, homie, you supposed to be a gangster, man. You had some gossiping on the internet. Gossip. So that's what I'm trying to say. Y'all picking them type of people. And then it's people that don't even know these people. They don't even, they ain't even, they on a whole nother side of town. They just now finding out about somebody. Oh, I don't know who he is, but yeah, so fill me in about it. So now, the big time gangster, fill me, oh yeah, such fill me in about it so I can go blog on about Errol. And we got a no snitch culture. We got a no snitch culture. I don't get how, because all of that information is volunteer information that can probably get somebody indicted later on. You know, what if that chain is property of Gucci and it's supposed to be returned? It's in the contract. Y'all don't know that could be Scarr and shared. He do not own that chain. What if that's in the contract? Think about it. What if that chain is in the contract? He can't get that chain back, is it? So now we done shared videos of this young lady, of this young man and this young lady saying they got the chain and they're not giving it back. So now they put the chain in their possession. Who shared the information? So, you know, don't put the world into your business, man. And this is coming from somebody who missed out on millions. You know, I could have been blogging on Atlanta. I could have been telling the story about the gangs and the rise of rap music and the criminal nightlife and the underground world of Atlanta. I could have been blogging and doing that. But everything ain't meant to be shared and everything ain't meant to be talked about and everything ain't meant to be gossiped about. So I passed up on that. And I'm not rich yet. I'm gonna be rich this year. I'm putting that in the air. I'm gonna be super rich this year. But I'm rich with knowledge and I'm blessed because I'm very blessed. You know, I'm $1 million nigga who ain't got the $1 million yet. You know, for real, man. Cause in the city of Atlanta, man, they rolled the red carpet out for me. Because I done earned it. You know, I done worked so hard. I done helped so many people. I done helped a lot of people, man. And I ain't talking cocky. But in order to do what I did, you got to help people. In order to do what I done did, you have to help people and do it in a humble way. You have to do it in a humble way. And I did it for a long time. Going on about 2 decades now. I graduated Clark, Atlanta in 2020, 2002 and stuff. It's going on 2023. And when I graduated Clark, I had a minor in computer information system, a major in business, but a minor in computer and stuff. And man, let me stop though. But back to the Big Scarr situation. I just want to let y'all know I'm blessed and I'm a thinker and I'm a baba and I'm a wise, knowledgeable person. And if you follow anybody, if you from that black community, you really from the struggle, from the ghetto and stuff, and you want to follow a sound guy, a guy who really played in those environments, was blessed to overcome, and I'm saying it in the hesitant way because we left the hood at a young age. I don't want folks to understand it. We left the hood at a young age. But at the age I left it, by that time, kids have already formulated a pattern of how they view the world. I left at 8.5. You do your research. Kids by the age of 7 and 8, they already got a perception of how they view the world. And my perception of it was slummed out. Like we didn't have money, so don't ask for money. You need to get out there and go make you some money. Don't ask some mom and dad for nothing. You need to go out there and make you some money if you want some money, because they ain't got it to give it to you. So that was my mentality. If you ever see me, you just see me. I'm hustling. I've been hustling since I was 4 or 5. So those type of people is who y'all want to be around, who can come up with legit ways within the system to be able to make some money. And I ain't saying a lot of money, because the thing about a lot of hustles is you have to be careful, and make sure you're doing it the right way, the best way you can. The best way you can do it right. Let me say it like that and stuff. And I just succeeded. I did pretty well in that, So people like me who can provide that teaching and that knowledge, you should you should gravitate toward it. If a lot of people would have listened to me and took heed of what I was saying, I told people back in 2014, the Game Task Force unit is watching. Everybody's looking. Stop doing the bullshit. Cut out all the bullshit. Stop doing, I told them earlier than that, to be honest. I'm just giving at the latest 2013, 2014 at the latest and stuff. But I warned them and stuff, and over the years I help rappers, because it's rap music. Stuff that they do outside of that, you have no control over it. I really don't. All I know is the same way a rapper say, I'm hungry and I need something to eat, and they walk in that restaurant and that restaurant provide them with the food. It's the same way I felt about me doing videos. If they called me and they said, hey, I need a video shot, and I want the video to be this and that, I got to give it to them. I got to treat them fairly, like I would treat anybody else. I'm not judging them for how they feel about what organization they feel like is right or wrong, because every organization is moving around with some bullshit in the middle of it and stuff, and ain't none of them perfect, so we can't judge the whole off a few of them and stuff. We just can't. But with that being said, when they came to me, I gave them the knowledge and insight that I had and I acquired from me rising to a level in the game that I rose to. I want y'all to understand this. CAU, Clark Atlanta University, I was up there with some prestige black people. I was up there with people who parents went to Clark, and who parents went, and I want to say it was 2 schools, Clark, and then 2 universities, Clark, 2 colleges, Clark, and then Atlanta. So I'm assuming in order to be a university, you got to have a certain amount of students. So I'm assuming those 2 came together. I don't know the brief history of it, but I know Clark was one of them, and I want to say the other one was Atlanta. But long story short, two colleges came together to create Clark Atlanta University. So I was around kids whose grandparents went to prestige school and went out to have a prestige situation and raised their parents to a prestige level, who raised them in a prestige environment with 2 generations of people over them. So I was in school I went to school with them type of people. And a lot of them, and someone went off to do this and went off to do that. But long story short, they watching, because we're as one. They're watching, Some went out to be police officers, they're watching. Some went out to be lawyers, they're watching. Some went out to be judges, they're watching. Some went out to be big-time actors, and they're watching. Some big-time DJs and stuff, they're watching. The drummer was there, DJ Drummer then was there, Shaka Zulu, he was there. My boy DJ Big Willie, he was there. Dunn Cannon, he was there. Mace, he was there. The list goes on and on and on and stuff. But what I'm trying to sit here and say is, I elevated and I learned with them. Not only did I learn with them, I also learned at a prestige PWI. When I say prestige PWI, I learned at Presbyterian. I learned 3 years from that at the college of higher education, higher knowledge of, and I want y'all to understand this situation. That particular school, we had the best of the best professors. You know, the kids that was there, they was the son of people who own Pennzoil Oil. Daddies might own 3 or 4 big major car lots in each state. The average kid that felt like they was broke might say something like their parent making 300,000 and the other one making 200, 300,000. But to them, they're not rich. They're not that parent who making millions every year. You know, and I get it. It's different levels. But what I'm trying to sit here and say is, I made it to that level to where I could learn an environment that those type of kids was being bred to go. Like their parents was forcing them to go to Presbyterian so they can get in a better position and everything. And that's the level I made it to and stuff. And I sat there and I learned with them. The ones who went off to own a lot of these big time corporations and stuff, and on a higher level in the white world, because you know we got 2 worlds. We got, you know, say we got the black world, we got 1 world, but you know, when we start trying to break it down, we got the black culture, we got the white culture. I done learned from the best of the best in both cultures. So I'm really more of a Baba. I'm really more of a, and I'm enlightened. You know, my real name really do mean messenger of God. So I'm very enlightened, and the knowledge that I kick is very prestige, and I'm sharing it. I'm taking the time out to sharing it to get people to see things from a different viewpoint, to get people to see things from a deeper standpoint. Like, I spoke on the big Scarr situation, and like I said, when I first came on here, I didn't have no particular way I wanted to go speak. I didn't even plan on speaking this long. I really wanted to be in the gym training right about now and stuff. So I feel like I'm getting a late start at 8:43 in the morning, but I feel like it's a late start, a real late start, especially considering I've been up since 5 o'clock and the gym opened at maybe 6 and stuff. But Baba teaches 2 Scarr situation. I mean, big Scarr. I think the sister and the friend is hurting the relation, hurting the legacy. Yeah, hurting the legacy. Yeah. Y'all hurting the legacy, man. I don't think y'all brother or homeboy would really feel comfortable. I'm gonna say comfortable because I'm trying to choose my word right. I don't think. I mean, he wouldn't want that. I don't think. I don't know him like that, but I'm putting this. I'm doing what I'm able to do. What a gift that God gave me is to try my best to put myself inside somebody else's shoes. And here I am. I put myself inside his shoes, and I'm thinking like a smart person once I'm inside his shoes. Here I am. I want to be a rapper. Do you know what it takes to be a rapper? And the gambling and the, I want to say gambling. I mean, I'm assuming he spent a lot of hours and he put a lot of time into it. You know, going to the studio, trying to rap, being I'm assuming he put a good amount of effort into it. Even though he was a young man, you know, he was a young man, but but I'm assuming that was his dream, you know, and he got it, and he got it, and see, This is where the disconnect comes from. The hesitation on wanting to just fully just tell and just speak. You know, I still ain't mastered that concept of giving it to how I give it to myself in my brain, but and stuff. But if I work hard like that, I don't want y'all to tear it down. If I was in his shoes, I put myself in his shoes and I did everything that comes with being a rapper, which is a lot. And I just don't want to be naming out some stuff and he didn't do it and folks be like, oh, well, he wasn't doing that. But he did some stuff. It's not easy to be a rapper, you know. So just the fact that you put yourself in a dangerous environment because you want to have that situation, why would you tarnish that? You know, I would want for my songs to be played forever, to be streaming. I would want somebody who I knew I needed it while I was alive to continue to support me. Don't burn my relationship with them because you feeling some type of way. That's how I would feel. Like I earned that relationship with Gucci. Don't burn some relationship with it because he couldn't pay for my funeral. When y'all my family, y'all my loved ones, y'all pay for my funeral. It's supposed to be an honor. When Gucci sat there and said I pay for it, y'all supposed to sat there and say, no, Gucci. It's an honor. It's an honor. We want to pay for our people's funeral. We want to do it so we can have the pride to say, I paid for his funeral. That's a pride thing in our hood. That's a real honest pride thing you supposed to be able to say. I paid for her funeral. When she died, I was the one that paid for the funeral to make sure she got some respect. Why would you want to pass that? Why would you want to pass that on? And then create an argument about it. Why would you want to pass that on and then create an argument or a situation that might require Gucci to say, man, I don't want nothing to do with none of that. Because he don't really need the streaming money. It's set up so well for them rappers to the point of where if they really need money, they can just go rap a verse and put it online and eat off the streaming. Eat off the streaming. You know, Gucci can... All right, man. Like I said, if it was me, I would have just paid for it and left it at that. And I don't know, the 1017 chain. I can see you don't want nobody out there rocking it or wearing it or let alone somebody coming and taking it from them or they punting it and so, you know, like I say, just don't know in the contract. The man asked for the chain back and I ain't saying give it back. You know, I'm just saying. man, all I'm saying is you tarnishing your loved one name, and it could be in a situation where it was just, if it was Chess, and he said keep the chain, because at any given moment he can say this: keep the chain. Keep blogging about me, talking about me. I'm just gonna pull Big Scarr stuff. I'm just gonna pull it, and that mean you know, ain't no dying gonna be coming to the family or whatever he has set aside. You know, cause you can't. How can you get some money if it's not set up the stream right? You understand? That's the dirty game. I know you can sit there and say, well, we can take it, we can upload it. And then he's just gonna sue y'all. If y'all, whatever money y'all making off of, he got enough lawyer to cut that shit short once the album pop up. Block in and everything. Block in and everything that's playing that music. If it ain't registered with us. So, ain't no way around it. But I ain't gonna talk you off, man. Like I said, this is Grind. 2023, new year. Baba will be teaching. I ain't gonna be looking so rough all the time. Y'all got to forgive me. But it ain't about my face right now. It's about my lower body and trying to get in there and get this right, get all of this right. You know, I focus on this some other time. Yeah, I focus on that some other time. But y'all people that's out there, man, keep I don't want to say keep thugging. We can't say that, man. Keep being blessed out there. Keep seeking knowledge, man, and try to learn what is the real, and try to find people that you can follow and that you can really learn from. That's what I want y'all to make sure I can get out to y'all, that y'all can make sure that y'all can learn from them. That's it, man. Y'all young man out there. Shot was 23. Just maybe the way you trying to check Gucci. And this is something that crossed my mind earlier when I